Hello, and welcome back to the next episode in our Crusader Kings 3 campaign, playing as Count Friedrich III of Ravensburg of House von Hohenstaufen, the house of the great Barbarossa. So last episode we expanded from holding our original two counties of Ravensburg and Grüningen, and we now hold Zollern and Hohenberg, and we're just consolidating our control over both of those provinces, which has been a little bit slow going in Zollern at least. The village center debuff there is causing our control increase to be a little bit lower than I'd hoped, but we did recently just pick up the Serve the Crown Martial trait, which is giving us an extra 0.3 control growth a month, so that should help. Next up, I'm hoping to get Stalwart Leader, Courtship, and Promising Prospects, so that our alliances, or rather, so that our marriages will be a little bit better, and we can get better alliances from them. It'll be more likely that dukes will accept alliance marriages with our family. So, without further ado, let's just have a look. We still need a worthy successor to this accolade, which I could do. I think I would have to hire, I'd have to recruit Kuno, and I can't afford him. But let's invite some more knights into the realm. It only costs 150 prestige. And should I develop my capital? Perhaps not. Perhaps not. What else can I do? I could host a feast. Let's meditate in seclusion. And this time we can go to the rolling hills of Rottweil. We're more likely to gain theological insights at that location, but I think we'll just go to the gentle plains of Zollern. A safe, easy place. We'll hopefully lose some stress. Embarking on an inner journey through meditation is no trivial thing. Many preparations will need to be made, the least of which is deciding where I shall retreat to. The location I choose to meditate in will heavily influence the outcome of my journey. Alright, that's fine. We don't need mercenary guards. Or maybe we do. Maybe we do. Okay, let's start traveling. We've hired a mountaineer. What is this? Advice? Oh, that disappeared as soon as I clicked it. That's fine. And a mercenary captain. Cool. Okay. And Otto does not want to be our ally, so that's no good to us. Okay. Oh, and our scheme to seduce our wife has been frozen while we're traveling. That's fine. Continue that when we return. So we are meditating in Zollern now, and our spy master has uncovered Blancafor's child heritage secret. Okay. So what is that? Oh, she's got the Duke Boudevin the Fox of Flanders as a lover. Interesting. Can we demand payment for that hook? I don't know if we can. Did she accept the blackmail? I think she did, but... oh, she doesn't have enough gold. Okay. Fair enough. We have a knight arrived. Michael has heeded the call. Oops. And our small stables have been constructed in Ravensburg, which is good. So we'll need to build one more building there, and I'm thinking we will build the blacksmiths. Reduce the cost for hosting grand tournament duel contest at this holding by 50%, and increases stationed men-at-arms damage by 10%, etc. So that'll stack with the heavy cavalry damage bonuses from these other two. So ultimately we'll put heavy cavalry in here. For now we just have heavy infantry, but eventually we'll put cavalry in there. Alright. Oh, we have a son. Hupold. I don't like that name, so we'll change that. 3 sons. She's been quite good at giving us good sons. Let's go with Sigismund. I like that. Sigismund von Hohenstaufen. And we can't educate him, so let's give him a martial education from our marshal. I'm wondering, actually, if we should give him a learning education. Yes, let's let the bishop educate him, and perhaps we will, after all, educate our son. Because hopefully he's not going to end up being our heir. We'll have to find something to do. Disinherit him or something. We'll figure something out. But there we go. Okay. Alright. Things are going okay. Oh, we can demand payment from Isentrude von Wulfach. Do that every 5 years for someone you have a look over. Making a trip to the wide open plains of Solern, I found my mind unencumbered and free to wander. Soon hunger overcame me, however, and I realized that the provisions I brought were woefully insufficient. The remaining days of my trip were filled with a struggle to find food in the wilderness, leaving little time for navel gazing. Oh well, that's a shame. We're overwhelmed by stress. Mental break, resentment. Why must I always do everything myself? How can I be expected to rule over Ravensburg when half of my servants are incapable of following my orders, and the other half does not even understand them? So I can become a drunkard, which isn't great. I'll just have to endure it, I think. And what I'll do is host a feast. So we're back in Ravensburg after meditating, which didn't work out so well for us. So let's host a feast once we're done meditating. Oh, again, I can claim all of Swabia, but I think I'll just claim Württemberg. I have prowled through documents, both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case that you are the rightful lord of the county of Württemberg. Indeed, I could even argue you are the rightful lord of the duchy of Swabia. Now, I'll just take Württemberg, and what I'll do is, I would like to host a feast, but I won't be able to. I think can't declare war on the dead. Yes, I'll need to wait a few months. Meditation's concluded. We have another knight who's arrived. We can afford them. While performing her duties as spymaster, Hedwig has uncovered a secret held by Count Fuchs of Touraine. He was the man behind a failed murder attempt against Vainmond. Okay. Alright, well, hopefully he accepts our blackmail. He has. And let's demand payment. Fantastic. Alright, so we're out of debt. And we should hopefully be able to... Yes. No allies on either side, but we have the stronger army. So we should win that reasonably easily. A reading in the barony of Ravensburg. The celebrations had come to an end, and the evening's entertainment seemed to be over, when Countess Wenna suggested a reading. A clerk soon arrives, wondering what the guests would like to hear, and I see my chance to impress Wenna. So, I can go for something pious. She doesn't have a great learning skill. She's temperate and cynical and patient, so I presume being cynical she wouldn't like that. So maybe let's do something entertaining. Travels to Jerusalem. As the clerk reads for us, Wenna seemed completely engrossed. She later approaches me. "Good choice, Friedrich," she says, and purses her lips. It was great, wasn't it? There we go. Smouldering chemistry. Alright, we should be able to win that battle, yes. Particularly if he retreats and we don't have to defend a river crossing. Alright, let's just siege him down. Ooh, fort level's too high. You know what? We need to win the battle first, I think. Let's go here and then... Is he just gonna run away from me forever? The servants have all been sent away, and our bed has been decorated with seashells. As Countess Wenna enters our chambers, she smiles doubtfully and joins me without any hesitation. With the help of hands, mouths, and limbs, we reaffirm the devotion we swore before God, perhaps in a more carnal fashion than intended. As we are united in marriage, we are now united in heart. Okay, so she'll become our lover. That's good, I think. And why not, let's romance her as well. I'll gain prestige and she may become our soulmate. The time has come to let my feelings towards Countess Wenna be known. I want her to remember this day for the rest of her life. Poetry's worked on her before. Let's write her a love poem. The candle is burning low when I finally finish my poem. Before I send it, I give it one last read. The touch of your hand is the balm for my weary soul. I really want to sniff your smock, that I may know the depths of your love, how I long for you. The waiting is unbearable. The thought of rejection makes me sick to my stomach. When her reply arrives, I tear the seal with shaking hands. While I cannot encourage you, Count Friedrich, I am most grateful for your kind words. Yours faithfully, Wenna. See, that line was alright, and these two lines were alright, but this line, I really want to sniff your smock. That probably could have used 1 or 2 revisions. But anyway. Okay, should be able to catch him here. Hopefully, no? He's impossible to catch. We'll just have to siege it down, I think. Oh, he'll fight us here. Yeah, alright, let's just fight the battle. It's over a river crossing, which isn't ideal, but we've got good counters. Our knight Walram von Wundersleben was slain by Mayor Dietrich. Well, that sucks. Sweet Lady Wenna, I sigh as I kneel before her. My only desire is to bring you honor and happiness. Pray, tell me, how can I prove my love for you? Wenna gives me a long look. Lady Helga's necklace is lovely, she says, and nods her head in the direction of Mayor Helga, the wife of my vassal, Mayor Eric, but it would look even better around my neck. So I could commission... Hang on, let's just close that. I could commission an identical necklace for 20 gold, or I could take it, or I could steal it. Let's try steal it. Yeah, I get away with the necklace. Fantastic. That worked well. Worked out just how I wanted. We won that battle. A little bit closer than I would have hoped. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's just siege down Württemberg now. Got a new martial lifestyle skill, so we'll grab Stalwart Leader. We just need to win that siege, and that'll be... see, they're going to win that siege before I win this siege, so... Let's try to catch up to him. Defending in mountains, but no river crossing, so we should win that fairly easily. I'm attending a dance in Ravensburg to spend some time with Countess Wenna. The mere thought of touching hands makes my heart jump, but when I arrive, I find her stuck in a conversation with my vassal, Mayor Eric. The aromatic man drones on and on, totally oblivious to Wenna's discomfort. A little distraction seems appropriate. Or I will take her place, better that I suffer than her. I'll get chronic headaches. Enough, you are boring the lady to death. Now, I'll do a little distraction. Seems like a good option. Okay, won that battle. Can demand payment for that hook. Okay, let's finish him off and then siege him down. Lady Wenna, let me prove my devotion to you in any way you deem fit. Wenna ponders the request for a while before her face lights up. I have been plagued by nightmares lately. If you are truly devoted to me, you will stand guard outside my bed, outside my chambers, and make sure no evil reaches me. You'll sleep undisturbed. I'll get sleep deprived for 2 years. Or the lure of sleep will claim me. A broom with my cloak on top can fight nightmares just as well. Alright, let's try that. No one uncovers the ruse. Good. That way we don't have to be sleep deprived. Leaning into my character's intrigue background as well. Alright, that's the army dealt with, so we can now, oh, never mind, I thought it was. It's pretty much dealt with, so we'll just siege down Württemberg now. We don't have enough troops. Alright, we'll have to raise. We only have one extra men-at-arms to raise. Alright, it's working now. Our son has learned the Dutch language, and our wife is pregnant. And our physician has gained the novice physician trait. Well, that's good. Let's have you study... what language now? Maybe Italian. And let's have you study Dutch. We can ask him to take the vows. He would not accept this. Why not? Primary heir. And I've only got a weak hook on him. How can I force him to do it then? Denounce. Disinherit. We don't have enough dynasty renown. Okay, I need to figure out a way to make him become a monk. Emir Yahya has formed the Andaluso-Baranese hybrid culture from the Andalusian and Baranese cultures. Oh, okay. Every time I close my eyes, I see Countess Wenna's face. Sleep will not come. I cannot wait another moment. Cloaked in shadows, I make my way to the garden outside her living quarters. The sight of Wenna's chamber window makes my heart stutter. So close, and yet so far. But wait, who is that? Climbing up the tower, the shady figure stops by Wenna's window and unlatches the shutters. My beloved is in danger, I must save her. The sounds from the struggle above is the greatest motivator I have ever known. Without care for life or limb, I hoist myself through Countess Wenna's window. I feel as if I have plunged into a frozen lake. Wenna is on the floor, the intruder pushing her down, a gleaming blade between them. With a roar, I grab the villain by the collar and throw him into the wall. The rest is a blur. When the danger is over, I turn towards her. Wenna, are you all right? I ask cautiously. As if my words were a spell, she finally unfreezes and throws herself into my arms. Thank God you are here, Friedrich. I will never let you into harm's way again. So she'll become our soulmate, and I'll get some prestige. And we'll have Rompy Pompy, in the words of Blackadder. Cool. And Ludwig gained 20 opinion of me, and blunder results in a claim. I have a claim on the county of Breisgau, which is... oh, right over there. Okay. I wonder if we should start... who can we... we would need to take out... oh, Duke Berthold of Carinthia. He's got quite a lot of troops. So that's not going to happen. We don't need an extra county. We'll have 5 out of 5 once we get Württemberg. Anyway, so it'll be fine. And we need to host a feast. Let's just get this war over and done with. Another son! Wow! Oh, Wenna, you have been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you. And now we have a perfect little son. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Adalbert's an alright name. We'll go with Adalbert. Let's educate him. We'll give him a martial education. Cool. Alright. That should be enough. No? Okay, we just have to go and get a little bit more battle war score. So we got 32 gold from occupying that. And our wife and spymaster cooperate. Hedwig gained 30 opinion of us. Cool. And our marshal, County of Zollern, gets plus 50 popular opinion. Excellent. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Oh, there we go. we have 100 now. Let's enforce that. So we get the county of Württemberg, the city of Tübingen, 15 fame and 15 prestige. Great. And we can expand our troops now. And I can claim my liege's title. You control a majority of the counties that are de jure to one of your liege's titles. This means that you can spend prestige to get an unpressed claim on it. Having an unpressed claim on a higher title gives you an opportunity to increase your rank. You can use it to start a claimant faction or simply declare war upon your liege for it. Ah, okay. Interesting. Alright, well we've got low control. So Zollern's almost done, then we'll have to do probably Hohenberg. Actually, Württemberg would be better to increase control in first. Looks like a wealthier province. What else can we do? Feast. Let's do the feast. Every person of stature in the realm has been invited to a great feast to forge and strengthen bonds of friendship and loyalty. So we'll gain prestige, vassal opinion. Participants may gain attending character's opinion, and we may lose stress and gain the eager reveler trait. Very good. Okay. Well, let's plan a feast. Events will lead to occasions to gain opinion, and certain options will allow for stress loss. And where should we host it? So all of those spots are best. Let's host it in Zollern. And we don't need to hire. We can hire the mountaineer. But that's all we need. And yeah, we want to lose stress, so recreation's fine. Prestige gain, opinion gain. Should we increase those? Yeah, let's dish complexity as culinary art pieces, stuff this inside that and pin it back so it looks like a soaring falcon. A dish without a story is little more than swill. An exorbitant number of courses, over 24 courses from lands near and far, traditional fare, novel fare, soups, palate cleansers, desserts, mains, and more. So we'll get a lot of opinion gain, courtly vassal opinion gain, and a lot of prestige. So, can we make ourselves the honorary guest? Don't think we can. Don't think we can. That's alright though. Okay, let's let's start the feast. I'll be hosting a feast in Zollern, and time has come for us to depart. I do look forward to a good feast and letting off some steam. Excellent. Can't wait. Alright. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests have yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some veal cutlets already. We have a lovely time ahead of us. So, everyone's at the feast. Begins in less than a week now. A cheery gathering. The guests are gathered in the great hall, and lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. Ah, one of my favorite things is to watch people get intoxicated, and hear them talk a lot more than they should. The mood is bright, and spirits are high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends. As plate after plate of food is brought into the great hall, an unmistakable smell reaches me, and I smile. That my brazen caravan leader Humbert is sensitive to almond is something I sadly forgot to tell the cook. I bid you all welcome, and I pray you will find the food to your liking. Especially you, Humbert. He gets a bad reaction to food, severe health penalty. No. His face, as I save him from the food, is definitely to my liking. Yeah, let's just get a hook and prestige. I don't want to kill my caravan master. He's pretty good. In fact, we can just demand payment from him. Get a bit of gold back. Subsidize the cost of the feast. As my guest Kuno tried sneaking unnoticed away from the feast, I thought I caught a glimpse of his hand slipping into the hand of a female servant. My suspicions were confirmed when I caught them in a secluded room, half undressed. And he brawled with Otto, and both of them got wounded as well. Oh, it was a... Hang on. Female servant or male servant? So he's a sodomite. Sexual intercourse with other men. But it was a female servant. That must be a typo. Anyway, your secret is safe with me, Kuno, as long as you are prepared to pay for it. Nah, he can't afford it. That's alright. Wilhelm von Hohenstaufen got a weak hook. Wait, von Hohenstaufen? Or... yeah, oh, it's different. Not von Hohenstaufen, this is von Hohenstaufen. Imposters! Servants were carrying out impressively adorned entremets, a number of proud peacocks, skinned, cooked and stuffed, then redressed in their magnificent plumages. However, as Duchess Sophie brought her knife close to one of them, the fowl came to with a shriek. This one wasn't cooked at all. It pecked at Sophie's nose before bursting forth among the screaming and laughing guests. The peacock's escape ended soon enough as Eckehard rose from his seat and with cold efficiency grabbed it by its neck. With a twist of hands, a loud snap made the entire hall fall silent. The silence was broken by Sophie's moans of pain as she clutched her bleeding nose. Ah, no feast is complete without a prank. So I get a medium boost to health and stress gain goes down. Okay. Wilhelm von Hohenstaufen regaled me with Bisonhorn's history. I know the Bisonhorn's history though, I won that one, but anyway. As in I was in the hunt that got it. The rumours that have been circulating about Mayor Gunzelin wanting to curry favour with Duke Berthold are confirmed as he hands him a gift. My dearest liege, it's so lovely to see you. Knowing that we'd meet here, I brought you this marvellous pelt as a token of my appreciation. Duke Berthold grins as he studies the animal hide. Seeing how happy he is from receiving a gift, I realise I'm at risk of missing this opportunity to improve my standing with him as well. Okay, so I could try to gift him. And that'll involve paying 50 gold. Or I could declare a toast. Or I could spill my drink on the gifted pelt and claim it was an accident. Let's try and give him a toast. I declare a toast to Duke Berthold. That may or may not have worked. After days and nights of joyous company, my feast is soon going to be over. Most every guest seems to be pleased, except perhaps Sophie, who's still clutching her nose where the peacock marked her. Duke Berthold's wife, that's... gee, she got pretty badly injured by that. It also seems no one wishes to sit close to Eckehard after his brutal disposal of the bird. We should do this more often. Only lost 7 stress? Is that a joke? What a low amount of stress loss. Wow. Okay. Few candles survive after the last of the guests has left. I can hear a pair of servants letting out sighs of relief after the doors close. The food is still warm on the ceramic plates. Soon, word will reach every corner of the realm, and every noble worth their salt will know that my magnificence is unparalleled. With everyone headed home with bellies full of exotic delicacies, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. Nevertheless, I am still grateful that the endeavour is over for now. And with that, it's all done. So we get some prestige. Ah, we lose 20 stress, that's a bit better. Still not enough though. We get a great banquet. And we get 25 glory for first of the column. Cool, alright. With that, it's all done. Okay, wine, ale and fine food. What better relief from the troubles of the world is there than a night of revelry? As each feast ends, I find myself planning the next. So we'll get Ego Reveler. Cool. And we'll finish the feast now. Great, alright. So once we get home, I think we need to do something else to reduce stress. I've noticed that Gerberg avoids me more than usual. She always sits at the opposite end of the table whenever we're invited to a feast, and consistently refuses my company while camping. We may not have the best of relationships, but that attitude is starting to tire me, especially when I overhear her defaming me. Friedrich is a two-faced scullion. I'd be a way better count than him. Yeah, no, you take care of it, Caravan Master. Danger sticks in the wheel. Brook, I hear Hedwig shout out in panic. Soon thereafter I hear a loud cracking sound, like that of wood breaking, or of my patience finally snapping. I step out on the mud to see the splintered remains of a wagon wheel. My wagon wheel. I'm sorry, my liege. It was my turn as lookout, and I fell asleep at the reins. Alright, so it'll just be late. That's fine. Alright, back home. Feast is over. What next? I think we need to try and meditate to get stress down. I'll have to do it in the gentle plains of Hohenberg. So let's go. Off we go to meditate. Hopefully reduce our stress. Hook has expired. I can demand payment from my son, Werner von Hohenstaufen. I don't want payment, I want him to become a monk. Popular opinion there is quite low. Making a trip to the wide open plains of Hohenberg, I found my mind unencumbered and free to wander. Looking deep into myself, I realized that this life I have been living has been shallow and imperfect, tainted by unhealthy desires. Upon returning from my journey, I found these things no longer have the appeal they used to. So I go from being deceitful to being honest. So rather than having +4 intrigue, -2 diplomacy, I'll have +2 diplomacy and -4 intrigue. And it's considered a virtue. I didn't really want to lose deceitful. I wanted to lose stress, to be honest. But, you know, that's alright. Okay. So we have become honest instead of deceitful. Fair enough. Demand payments. Wow, my acquaintance King Robert the Old of France, he became the king. Did he? And he's quite old. Let's wait a little bit more, but not too much longer. Alright, journeying through Veringen, I passed by a peculiar-looking tent splayed open with its yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. Come in, O mighty count. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. The strange man has piqued the interest of my entourage, but am I willing to pay for a reading? Yeah, I'll pay. Hopefully I get good omens. Travel bodes well, yeah, great, cool. Lose 7 stress. Gain some good omens. Back home. Alright, let's demand payment from the King of France. Just to get some money, and we will use that money to go on a hunt, I think. And we'll go on a regular hunt. And we'll do it in... Veringen's probably the best place. Yeah, we'll do it in Veringen. And we'll do a large hunt. Much more prestige, all courtiers and guests join, and much improved success chance. Dedicated groups of hunters are ready to pursue and direct game, and an extensive slice of the court realm and its environs will attend with us. Do we even need... Yeah, let's keep the mountaineer. Okay. Alright, let's go on a hunt. Okay, so we'll make camp now, and then see what kind of animal we hunt. We start with 47 or 80% success chance, great. Lutbert, your master of the hunt, summons the party to gather as the light reaches the camp in the hills near Veringen. Okay, a stout buck is definitely in the area, and the conditions could hardly be better for hunting it. This ought to be good fun. Okay, so we could try and corner a hare or a wolf. No, let's just hunt the stag. Middling peril, mediocre prestige, but that's alright. A beautiful specimen. In a rare moment of reprieve, I spend some time in silence, taking in the beauty of nature. As my stress melts away, I hear my wife, Wenna, softly laugh, "My love." She places something behind my ear. While it nowhere matches your beauty, the iris reminded me of you. Wenna smiles, admiring her handiwork. You look so at peace. I'm glad. She hastily plants a chaste peck on my cheek, as if we're the only ones in the world. Oh, that's nice. So I can treasure it always, It's not really a secret relationship, but okay. We'll lose 20 stress, and I gain pressed iris plus 10% fertility and a bit of prestige. That's nice. And I can lay with her to lose even more stress, but the durability will decrease by 10. I need to use this to lose the stress, so let's do that. Come here, my love. Great. So we are no longer overwhelmed by stress, but it's still quite high, so we'll need to keep trying to get it down. And we'll equip the pressed iris, which is a nice trinket. Okay, my party and I stalk through a copse, eyes peeled for any sign of a stag. From the canopy above, a soft twittering spills forth, growing louder as we advance. It is a nestling screeching for its mother. An agile huntsman brings down a fluffy aes, an unfledged raptor chick, from the oak. What luck! Only young birds caught in the wild can be properly trained to hunt. So I can give it to Siegfried, or I can take it. No, I'll take it. Gain hunting raptor. Slightly increases my hunter trait experience. Cool. My huntsmen say they know the place of the beast's covert, and the nearby waterholes and grazings the stag frequents. Though it is by no means an easy thing to do, if we were to carefully creep up on the buck, we could perhaps catch it unawares with our bows. Yeah, let's proceed by stealth. Seems sensible. Our wife's pregnant? Cool. That's good. The wood truly is the mantle of the poor, but as the stag flees in panic from foraging peasants, I feel my patience wearing thin. Surely there must be better things to do in Varingen today than picking roots and mushrooms. Yeah, let's pay them off. Gets a nice bit of development growth and popular opinion, and I get some piety. What's this? Faction created against Duke Berthold. Count Heinrich created the faction to install Count Heinrich of Crange on the Cranian throne. Okay. There is something majestic about the way the stag gazes across the landscape. Hidden in the leafy bushes, I raise my bow. I silently glance over at my vassal, Mayor Hermann, crouched down in the grass, who does the same. The stag pales under a hail of arrows. No, I'll just do it. 57% chance. Hopefully it works out. We'll know if my prestige goes up. The arrow misses. Oh, god damn it. What a shame. I slowly take aim, the stag cocking its head as though in anticipation. The arrow sails past it, the stag quickly turning and disappearing into the tall grass. Damn thing moved! Alright, well, we didn't, or did we bring it down? Oh, we did. Someone else must have brought it down. Hunts like these are a pure joy. I cannot wait for next year. There is nothing quite like the thrill of bringing down a mighty beast. Lutbert, the master of the hunt, directs the breaking up, carefully skinning the carcass with direction from the game masters. We place the eager dog's share of the spoils on the stretched hide before departing for camp and home. So I can give it to my son Friedrich. Stag antler, prestige, stress gain, short range duration. You lost 52 stress because you are a hunter. Gained 3 trade experience, gained a bunch of prestige. First of the column gained 40 glory. County of Zolan gained dangerous beast slain. Nice. Well, I'll keep the memento, I think. Very cool. Okay, well that ended up working out alright actually. So we'll finish the hunt. And let's equip the stag antler. And we're back home. Alright, so we got our stress under control, which is good. And we have tons of prestige. We can actually claim our liege's title, I think. My son and heir Werner, along with Sigismund and Friedrich, have been invited to a gathering of peers by Count Harold. They are packed and ready and clearly excited to leave for Liebach. Yeah, alright, okay, I'll let them go. They can go meet peers. Inviting every small lord and lady in the realm to enjoy themselves in the company of other children is a liberating and fun experience. Okay, alright. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just don't die. That's all I ask. Claim liege's title. So we'll get an unpressed claim on the Duchy of Swabia. He's got 1,500 troops. Plus no allies. No allies, so that's good. Yeah, let's claim it. Yeah, the Pope won't give us the claim, so we'll just have to claim it with prestige, which is fine. He'll lose opinion of me, but he still likes me. He should have seen that coming anyway, like, we own half the duchy. Alright, now we just need allies. So, you're married, you're married, you're married. Let's find someone for you. Duchy of Tuscany, 2400. Perfect. And what about you? County of Spurgi, Somogi, and Göttingen, and Julia Akos, County of Torda. Some Normandy daughters there. You know what, maybe I'll just marry Sigismundorf. Where's the county of Torda? Aachen is... Where's Aachen? Doesn't show me. Pretty sure it's around here somewhere. And Torda? No. Show me where the county of Torda is. Alright, it's over there. Yeah, alright, I think Sigismund can marry her. And we'll get Adalbert to marry Cecily. And that should be enough alliances to crush the Duke, I'm hoping. And I'm hoping that we've got all of the de jure titles in Swabia. Oh, pretty much actually. Most of these are de jure Swabia. The only thing is Ravensburg isn't. Ulm is, so when we take the Duchy of Swabia, we might move our capital away from Ravensburg to maybe Württemberg, put it in Stuttgart. We'll think about that. We'll think about that. We've increased control in Zollern to 100, so let's get our marshal doing that in Württemberg. And I think... Ah yes, let's put you back on discovering secrets in the HRE, which is now being ruled by Ernst of House Babenberg. What happened to the previous Kaiser Heinrich? Died, he was murdered. The Salian dynasty. Interesting. Okay. Alright, well I think we, while he's travelling, declare war for the Duchy of Swabia and call in our allies. We should be able to easily defeat him. Wondering actually if we first create a faction for us, for the Duchy of Swabia. Yes. And then add members. Cannot be forced. Yeah, but will they... But will they just join if I just let them? Okay, we got a new perk for the martial lifestyle. We'll grab chivalric dominance, I think. Make our knights more effective. We managed to get good enough alliances without having to go down those ones, so that's decent. Will people just join the faction? Can I ask them to join? No, I'd have to get a somehow get a thing on them. All right, well let's just press our demands then to install us onto the throne. He'll probably decline, but we'll just call in our allies. Your claim on my title is no more real than the stories we tell children at night. No matter how many misguided fools you have gathered to help carry out your scheme, I will not bend to such a collection of dung. I'd rather die than see my birthright fall to someone so low. And war it is. Alright, so we're at war now. Let's raise our army. Let's call our allies. Yes, we'll call the Count of Torda, the Count of Aachen, and the Duke of Tuscany, which is probably, or the Duchess I should say, probably overcooking it a bit. We probably don't need that many allies, but don't want to lose the war, so better to spend the prestige and guarantee the win rather than not. An unworthy challenge. At first I thought the simple footman a fool for stepping onto the training field. However, the battle proved more hard-fought than I expected, and it gradually became clear that he would be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Disarming him suddenly became a matter of life and death. I tried not to show my relief when his sword finally hit the ground. So I can hire him. He's got good prowess. Or I could kill him. Or I could give them a lecture on honor for prestige and piety. No, I'll hire him. He's a good knight. And yep, she's joining. Okay, so let me just check my knights. Yep, so they're all... A few of these I can't recruit to the court, but the rest of them are all part of it. Part of our knighthood, which is good. Alright, so let's just siege Ulm. Because we might win the war just by doing that alone. And there's the Duke's army. We just have to... Okay, we might have to... You know what? I think we'll win this siege before he'll win that siege, so... I've already claimed my liege's title. Anyway. And it should be a pressed claim now, I would think. Yes. Oh no, it's an unpressed claim. Holding of Ravensburg got beneficial deal, nice. We have a son, Siegfried von Hohenstaufen. That's a good name. Stick with that. Let's give him a steward education. We've had like plenty of sons. Ah, and we've discovered that Duke Welf of Lombardy has taken Richuara von Arnstein as a lover. She is beautiful, apparently, although I'm questioning that a little bit based on the character model there, but different times, different tastes. No, who did she... We want to mainly blackmail the Duke. He's refused. Alright, well let's... Okay, well, you know, we've got to expose him then. Oh, she got imprisoned. Okay, fair enough. Well, our allies won that battle. I don't think we took any significant prisoners as a result. Got a few in house arrest. They've been there for a while though, I think. So we'll just finish sieging Ulm. And Barony of Helfenstein. The loathsome wolf of Grüningen. My vassal Mayor Eric knows... known for his interest in venery, brings rumour of beasts spotted in my realm. I'm hearing much talk from Grüningen. It is said a foul wolf has been terrorising the local villages, snatching livestock before disappearing into the flatlands. Okay, so Grüningen gets a beast sighting. We'll go for that, sure. Once this war is over. You wanted me to join you in the Liberty War. Yeah, okay, fine. But let me win this war first, please. At the end of the field exercise, it had seemed a brilliant idea to practice regrouping an army in disarray. I split my troops and ordered every officer to independently make their way to Ravensburg. Of course, by the third day of waiting, with only half of my army in place, I am now seeing flaws in the plan. Waldemar suggests I ride out with a contingent of knights to find the missing troops, while the rest of my army returns home. Yeah, alright, it'll be an exciting search. Let's do it. Might gain a perk. I can hear an absolute ruckus coming from a roadside tavern. One of my knights kicks open the door, revealing a room full of my wayward soldiers. My arrival makes them fall silent and stare down into their tankards, with nary a word between them. The proprietor narrows his eyes. So you're responsible for this rabble? Yeah, I've got enough coin, I'll pay for the damages. That's fine. As I am passing through a small village, I notice that, though clad in simple cloth, the town's guards are all carrying weapons with my mark on them. Welcoming me in the muddy street was Emmerich, the self-proclaimed divine guardian of the town. My soldiers laid down their armor to help this preacher serve God. I already rule by divine right. I'll gain prestige and theocracy vassal opinion. Yeah, take the prestige, that's fine. Prince Bishop Thomas of Magdeburg is a non-believer, harboring doubts about the Catholic doctrine. Oh, what would the clergy say? Well, we can certainly blackmail him over this. But I'll gain stress because I'm honest. I think it's worthwhile, though. The last of my troops have made it back to Ravensburg, and order has been restored. Though this was hardly a display of military brilliance, I have gained a new perspective on my army and the individual soldiers of which it is composed. It was a valuable exercise after all. Cool, so we get another martial lifestyle perk. Friendly fatal casualties, advantage +5. That's quite good. I don't think we need to go down this path anymore, given that we've already got the allies we need to become Duke. Just looking if there's anything else that we might want. Absolute control for counties. Whenever control is at 100, it will instead display as absolute and give additional bonuses to taxes and levies. Okay. And we could get Bellum Justum. We don't really need that, although getting the siege weapon, effectiveness, and some of the other bonuses here is pretty nice. I think let's take Never Back Down, and we might switch off that now to Skullduggery Focus. Yeah. Let's switch to Skullduggery Focus. Almost finished this war. Okay, our son has learned the Dutch language. Let's have him study Italian. And my other son, take the vows, you annoying child. I can ask my head of faith for a bunch of claims. I have enough piety now, and he likes us enough. And I can demand some payments. Very good. Okay. Let's just finish off this war, I think. I'm out playing with Duchess Marcella when she suddenly disappears into the plains. I turn in a circle, looking, and suddenly she reappears, holding a small kitten out towards me. Friedrich, it's for you! Cool, so I can get a pet cat. Duchess Marcella of Tuscany will become my friend. Yeah, sure, why not? Pet cat. I like cats. As the cat rests in my lap, contently purring, I ponder what I should name him. Something historical, something alluding to his white fur, Something to describe the soothing feeling I experience when I scratch him behind the ear. Oh, I know. I will name him... Paws, Mittens, Snow. White Fur, hey? Snow's a good name. That'll do. That'll do. Why not? Hedwig has uncovered a secret held by my cousin Duke Heinrich. There is evidence that he may be participating in secret rituals. What other purpose would there be for something like that, but to commune with evil spirits and possibly consorting with demons? Ah. Inapathetic. He skips meals and wastes away, and profligate. Compulsive spending causes Heinrich to frequently waste money on unnecessary purchases. Alright. Well, let's blackmail him. And let's demand some payment. Actually, yeah, we can't become his ally, so let's just take payment. And we'll finish sieging Nordlingen, and then we'll enforce this war goal. Was taken prisoner. Really? Okay. Guntram von Wartenberg joins my court. Okay. Why? Mutimir joins my court. No, he's not bad. Horrible prowess, though, but good martial skill. Did we take any prisoners from that? No. But we can enforce the war goal. So, due to Duke Berthold's high rank, each of your acclaimed knights gains 25 glory. We'll get the Duchy of Swabia, the County of Fürstenberg and Ulm, the Barony of Helfenstein, and will become a vassal of Kaiser Ernst. Now, what happens to Duke Berthold? I think he'll hang on to... I think he'll still be a duke, and he'll lose everything except Zurich. So he'll keep the Duchy of Crane, I think. Anyway, let's just see. Let's enforce that goal. May you live in harmony and contentment. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So yeah, he stays as the Duke of Crane. And yes, I am now a mighty duke, and the Kaiser is my liege. So be it. So be it. So, we now have the Duchy of Swabia. So he's kept a lot of that, which is in, technically, East Franconia, not even in Swabia. And he has the Duchy of Crane. So ultimately, we'd want to form the Kingdom of Germany, but we would need quite a bit more territory to do that. So, yeah, okay. Alright. Well, that's good. That's very, very good. So now we're a duke amongst all the other dukes. We're above our domain limit because we inherited Ulm and Fürstenberg, so I need to figure out which territories to hang on to and which to get rid of and where we want to put our capital. I'm thinking we move our capital from Ravensburg to Württemberg. Or maybe Ulm. It's got 4. I don't know. I think Fürstenberg has 4 too. So does Gruningen. So Ravensburg only has 2 slots for buildings. No, I don't want to demand payment. Tricky question. Now we can pet Snow. It's time to take a deep breath and find my trusted 4-legged companion, Snow. Some people say cats are evil and selfish creatures, but no matter how tough life gets, I know he will always be there for me. Yeah, I find Snow sleeping in my chambers, and as I sit down beside him, I am greeted by a quiet, confused chirp. However, as I start running my fingers through his white fur, he quickly starts purring in contentment, and the sound seems to relax my whole being. Ah, that's nice. It is nice petting a cat. They're pleasant companions. Okay, so I don't have royal court because I'm not a king or emperor just yet. I don't know what we should hang on to. Obviously, the provinces with more control are more valuable to us now. Alright, well, Fürstenberg has 4 slots. Groningen has 4. Ulm has 4, so we'll keep those 3 at least. Zollern has 3, and Württemberg has 3. Hohenberg only has 2, and Ravensburg only has 2. I think we give away Hohenberg. Control's pretty low anyway. And I think and probably give away Ravensburg and move our capital to... Maybe we move it to Ulm. Maybe we move it to Ulm. We might have to redesignate some of those buildings. Ugh. Oh, actually, not necessarily. But, yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's grant Hohenberg. Do we want to give it to a relative, or do we want to just give it to a random? Just wondering. I think let's just give it to a random. We'll do that. And then we will move our capital, I think, to Ulm. How do we do that? Yep, county capital. Cannot change realm capital while at war. Am I at war, technically? Oh, technically I'm in that Liberty War. Alright. We'll do that next episode. I think we'll leave it there for now. Thank you for joining me. So we are now the Duke of Swabia in the Holy Roman Empire. We've worked our way up from Count to Duke, so we now have this little blue cap. And, yeah, there we go. Things are sort of going alright. So I will catch you next time. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye.